Lucé Tomlin-Brenner.
Okay, great. Hi, guys. Happy Valentine's Day. You gonna wish it back to me, or? So sweet. Thank you. So I'm gonna tell you a story about my first love. Well, we didn't say that we loved each. Okay, well, we were teenagers, but we liked each other a lot. He was my first boyfriend in high school, and I was very pumped about it. It was a huge deal, and I'll tell you why. He was a senior when I was a freshman. Exactly. And I was in theater, duh. And he was too, and he was very popular in the high school theater scene. And so just to like get his attention was, it's like it really meant something, you know? And so we were both in Neil Simon's Plaza Suite at Elyria High, outside of Cleveland, Ohio. Is anybody, this guy, yeah, it was a good show, right? Thank you. And I was the most flattering, non-self-deprecating way to say it, but like I wasn't cool. Not like now. And I was like, I really needed high school to like do it. You know that feeling where you're just like junior high, middle school, like it's gotta be high school or it's over. Like, so that's where I was at. And I had really tried to kind of work my identity or like my thing in junior high, and it didn't work at all. Because I was like, maybe why I wasn't cool in elementary school is because I needed like a hip new name. And so I told everybody in junior high to call me Kitty. And I was like, that sounds fun and hip. It wasn't. It made my stock go like plummet like below. Like I was in the red, popularity-wise. So by ninth grade rolled around and I'm like, I gotta fucking save this. So it's like, yes, I'm in Plaza Suite. It's not a huge role, but it's a role. And this senior is like, asking me questions about myself and like giving me massages between scenes. It's a theater thing. And so he like asked me out, and I said yes, and we were together, and my mom was like really cool about it, which is weird because like he was a senior, like 17, I was 14. Maybe it's gross. I don't know now. Was it? It was wonderful. So like, because he had a car, and like you don't have a fucking. You're 14. Like I went from like being dropped off at the mall to being like picked up in my boyfriend's car, and he was like really cute, and his best friend was like actually popular, like not theater popular, but like regular school popular. And his friend, I had a huge crush on his friend, a bigger crush on his friend probably. And his friend's locker was next to mine, and like he never talked to me before until I started dating this guy. So yeah, I was like excited that my new boyfriend's best friend was talking to me. And he was so cute. He was like, he had like Ross Geller hair, but like a Jordan Catalino face, So yes, girl, yes. Watch My So-Called Life again. Jordan Catalino's where it's at. And that guy went on to stab his girlfriend in college. So like, bad choice. My taste hasn't always been sound. Okay. So then this guy's name is Adam. And is it Adam Tahan? You can look him up. It's fine. I don't care. And he for my birthday, he got me a cake, and like now people do that. But when you're 14, people aren't making you cake. Your mom is making you a cake, not your boyfriend. So that was great. He got me a t-shirt with Winnie the Pooh on it, who I loved when I was 14. And like bought me a t-shirt with his money that he made because he was a senior in high school. It was so great. He had a goat, which is so weird because I lived in the city. And like it somehow was like a mascot of our school, even though we were the pioneers, and like and a goat. So that was cool because I was like dating the guy with the goat. Like, you guys are following how good this relationship was, right? I had everything going for me. Kitty was in the past. So the play was amazing. This guy remembers 20 years, 15 years later. 3 years later, I'm 18. That was the funniest part so far. You're an old woman, shut up! This guy's like, yep, the oldest one I've ever seen. I can't believe she's still talking. The jaw just snapped off of it. So the first part of the first like fall semester or whatever of high school is me being my best self. And things are happening between us. Like I've already French kissed, so like whatever, I'm over it. But he was the first person to touch my boobs under the bra. Skin on skin, yeah! Yes, I know this because I wrote in my diary, which I still have, about it. And he did this other thing where like he kind of slid his hands down my pants, but not in the front, just like the back, and just kind of like cupped my butt when we would make out. I was so into it when I was 14. I was like, I've never had anybody cup my butt. This is wrong and like kind of right. Like I loved it. It was a huge deal. And so that was like when somebody touches your butt, even outside your underwear, you're like, yeah, it's happening. I've given a part of myself to him, you know? And so that was Christmas break. I don't know if you guys remember what breaks are like when you're in school, like pre-college. It's like maybe nothing you thought happened actually happened because you go on a break and it's like, what? Black hole. So he didn't talk to me much over Christmas break, and it was only like a week long, so like, all right. And he asked me to go to New Year's Eve with him, and, well, the place, New Year's Eve. He asked me to go to a New Year's Eve party held by Jay Santa Maria, who I was also in love with, but then who later, if you remember, stabbed his girlfriend, so bad choice on my part. He was having a huge party. He was very rich, and I was like, yes, I want to go. And my mom was like, no, you're still 14 years old. We're having a family party. Yes, it was garbage. I wasn't allowed to, this is ancillary, but I wasn't allowed to go to like a kid, like teen party until I was like 17. I'd be at a lot of family parties, guys. Again, not cool. It's my mom's fault. You guys, it's my mom's fault and not cool. All right. We'll cut that part from the video. So I wasn't allowed to go. I kind of was getting this feeling from him that was like a make or break party. And that's like, you don't have a lot of control, you know? You're like 14, you know it's a make or break party. You can't go anywhere, you don't have a car, like it's a whole bunch of like 18 and 17-year-olds there, and your mom's scared you're gonna drink, and you're like, but I wanna get my butt touched more than anything, Mom. So that was like very tumultuous for me, okay? So you would not believe how much worse it felt the next day when I opened the door to my house, and there is like a little gift sitting there that we have a picture, not of the exact gift, but of a very similar gift that I got. Do you have that? Yeah, those are ceramic dolphins. So picture this, but then covered in glitter. Covered in glitter, and then with this note that I still have, tucked in between some of the jumping happening. 2 dolphins jumping out of the sea, okay? And I was like, oh, this isn't good, you know? No one wants to get that just sitting. It wasn't wrapped. It wasn't this sitting And I could have kicked it across the porch, you know? It was just sitting there, covered in glitter. And like, I was 14, but I had better taste than that. Like, no, okay, you don't know me at all, okay? So like, the pain starts here, I guess, with that shitty gift. So I'm just gonna like, I just want you guys to know what he said that these dolphins symbolized. Because I feel like it's important. So, and then I underlined it in pencil because I also thought that I would be coming back to it 15 years later.
3 years later.
3 years later. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. My Valentine over there. And he did a lot of like, I don't want to hurt you. I wrote a whole page because I don't want to hurt you. I've been thinking about this all day. I'm like, you hurt me. You're a beautiful girl. How many people, I mean, I don't want to brag. How many people heard that old line, right? But seriously, let me use this like $4 word on the back. Pulchritude. Does anybody know that word?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no one wants to get that in a letter. I agree. So yeah, he was basically, I guess I underlined something else. I thought I underlined the quote, but, oh, here we go. The gift I got you is to symbolize semicolon? No. I know. Quote, life keeps flowing, no matter what. So don't dwell on any bad things. Notice and remember all of life's beauties. Like this ceramic dolphin set? No! This is horrible. And then I saved that for a long time too. I don't know where it is now though, because I wanted to bring it more than anything. I'm just like, of all the shit that I saved, why wouldn't I save something like this, which is so funny now? It's a heartbreak, you know, it's hard to see towards the future. So the other reason that he dumped me that I haven't talked to you guys yet about is that he was very religious. And like when you're a teenager, you like don't really know what like very religious is because you're like, I don't know, it's like a white, like Midwest America, everybody just went to church. Like, I don't give a shit now, but back then I was like, oh, yeah, you talk to your priest, yeah, me too. Like, you don't know about a red flag until you're older, and then someone's like, I talk to my priest all the time, and they're like, no. Not sexy. So he would always just like bring up his priest, and I'm like, okay, so he blamed his priest in this letter for being like, my priest has been talking to me a lot about a relationship, and it's like maybe a little too serious. I'm like, you were the one who put your hand on my butt. I wasn't like, do it. Forsake your God. It was his thing. How are you gonna do that to me? So he did, and he was just like, I know this man would die for me, and I would die for him too. And then, yeah. Again, it's like, okay, you got out of it. Like 3 months, that you did the right. Get out of that relationship. Like, but to this day, my friends, like, anytime his name like comes up or he's somewhere, and people are like, oh, I saw that guy that priest dumped you. Like, yeah, so that's I don't know if anybody else has had this experience, but when a priest tells the person that you care about to not like you anymore, it's called priest dumping.